suppose there's anything we can do about this?
We can have them both killed.
That's your answer to everything. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome in. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Drew.
I'm Pavel.
And we are doing reactions. And we're doing Game of Thrones. Season 3, Episode 6 today. But yeah, hi, hello. Welcome in. Welcome back. Hope you're well. It's Episode 6, so in tradition, we are doing our mid-season recap. No real predictions. That's what we came up with, really.
Yeah, it's tough to predict. We could go any which way at this point. I'm enjoying the ride. That's for sure.
Yeah, and we'd be happy with any way it turned out, I'm sure. Anyway, yes, so hi, hello. Before we get into everything, as usual, like, comment, subscribe. We do appreciate it so much. Stay on the journey with us. We've been told it's the good times. It's the peak. I don't want to say like the peak season because that doesn't seem right, but it's like the peak time. It's like good times to be watching the show. We were discussing it earlier and I was just thinking, you know, before in other seasons, we've kind of been like, well, there's a storyline or there's people that we just don't care about or we found them boring or whatever. And I can't think of anything right now that would be like, what's the boring part? Like, what's the least interesting part, I guess, is the better way to say it. And I can't think of any. It's all super engaging, so hard to pick. Anyway.
All right, we're ready to watch this episode.
Well, no, we have notes we gotta talk about.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Oh, yeah, don't forget. There's not many, so it is pretty much just gonna be like going over people and places as usual. So I guess we'll start off real quick with one. Like, do you think Winterfell will ever be rebuilt?
Maybe?
I don't know. Maybe if there's ever like at the very end, if there's like a crazy epilogue or something, which I don't really know if I want that. I'm gonna say no. Maybe there will be attempts. I don't know. That's not written down. I just randomly thought of that right now. I guess before we get into anything too, like, we finally did sit down and we went through the lore video for season 1, and it was ridiculously awesome. It was so interesting. The animation was super cool. It was really engaging. We didn't record ourselves doing it. We basically just sat there the whole time because it was so interesting and just so cool. I also found that it was something that I guess you could technically watch before you watch a season. It wasn't really spoilery, really, but it's gonna be something that we're gonna do following each season. So we still have to do episode 2 or season 2, I guess, and then once we finish season 3, we'll watch the season 3 lore video. We might do reactions to them. I know some people have asked for it. We might do it. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I know last time we had issues with the capturing and the format and stuff, but we'll see. But yes, it was very awesome. Oh yeah, like in the one we watched, like in the season 1 lore video, they mentioned the 3 castles that were at the wall, and in one of the episodes of season 3 we just watched, they just talked about that. So I thought that was timely. So everything that we're going to talk about in no particular order. I guess we first can talk about the Lord of Light. I am surprised it's real, and now I'm scared for all the bad things I said about it. I apologize, Lord of Light.
I'm not scared.
I thought there were ways to explain almost everything that was happening, I guess with the exception of, like, Stanley Jr. But after Dondarrion, you know, he came back to life again, so there's no way around it that this isn't just, like, you know, sleight of hand or, you know, little parlor tricks like that. Like, this shit is legitimate. So why is that dude Thoris the one that can, like, say the words? You know, he said he didn't know. Are we gonna find out, you know, why is that? Are there other people that can do it? Are there other people that can say the words and do the Lord of Light's bidding? I mean, the Red Lady, obviously.
Yeah, trust that bitch.
And we know that they, in season 2, that the Mountain and all the people at Harrenhal were looking for the Brotherhood. And was it because that they're, like, Lord of Lighters? I don't know the term.
Possibly.
But we don't know if they all are, but the majority of them seem to be, so I don't know. Is the Red Lady going to get Gendry? Because it seems like she said, I need, like, hit Stannis' blood. And as far as we know, there's only one other person around that has it, and it would be Gendry, because he's the only bastard of Robert's that survived.
Exactly.
That we know of, but at least for right now, I don't know. And now he's with all those people who are, you know, obviously in the Lord of Light cult, so in danger. Oh, my notes about Stannis. Yeah, he's sad and desperate, it seems. He's very sad and desperate.
And what's up? I mean, we'll probably learn more about his daughter that
Yeah.
seems to be locked away, but or not really. I don't know.
Yeah, is she locked away? I guess it just seems like they are, because where they're at Dragonstone. I almost said Dragonborn. Dragonstone. It seems just like a not unlike Harrenhal, but not as like scary and torture-y, at least right now. But maybe they're not locked up, and that's just like, because her and the wife too, like the wife, it seemed like they were locked up, but then it also doesn't seem like they are. I don't know. But yeah, I imagine we'll find out about her. The little girl, I think her name is Shireen. I already feel bad for her. I hope nothing bad happens to her, like, anymore. And she's gonna teach Davos to read, which is fucking adorable. But like, is
Right.
that what's gonna happen with that? Like, is he gonna get free? Is she gonna set him free? Is that gonna cause problems? Totally jumping across the world. Theon, we don't know where he is. He's somewhere being held captive by that fucking psychopath. Who? Why? What?
Yeah.
Does his sister and dad know? Are they behind this? Are they aware of it? Are they? I don't know. I just want to know where are they and who the fuck is that dude? And why does he hate him so much? And there's reasons to hate him, obviously. But why does he hate him? Who do we got? Oh yeah, Dany, Jorah, Barry, and Missandei. They're a fun little group. I enjoy all of them. Which means something bad is going to happen, obviously. Their little party can't last, unfortunately. Are they going to find out about Jorah kind of like betraying Dany like way forever ago? Like, for the drama, I would imagine, yeah. But Barry told him, like, hey, when we get to Westeros, like, you probably shouldn't be by her side because it's going to be awkward because people don't really like you and your family name and stuff. Like, is that going to be a problem? Is he going to find out about his dad? So, that dude, Lord Bolton or whatever, he has Jaime and Brienne. I'm still fully on board with... Or, I'm not fully on board with Kingslayer. Jaime, whatever.
He's starting to really grow on me, especially from the last episode and
Yeah.
what he told.
Yeah. And I can see it. I can understand why, but I just don't know. I just don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about it at all. If it's true, if what he said is true, it's super tragic. He has a tragic story. A lot of people have tragic stories.
Right. That's maybe a redeeming quality. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what if there anybody else is aware of what actually happened.
Yeah. And what was it? Karsak, he thought that Kingslayer was responsible for killing his son. So he... Wait, was he responsible for it? I don't remember now. I don't think so. I think he just thought he did it. But anyway, so he thought Kingslayer killed his son. So he was like, well, we gotta get him. And then Mrs. Stark set him free, obviously. But now they, like, have him again. So, like, if they had just told... Rob, if it sent like a raven or something and said, hey, we got him back, wouldn't that have alleviated some of the issues here? And then that we didn't have to go cut off people's heads and stuff? Or like stab teenagers?
Right, kids fucking getting killed.
I mean, that's Game of Thrones for you, I guess. I just have White Walkers written down, I guess, because they're still coming, right? Obviously, there's still a threat out there. We just haven't seen them this season yet, but they're still out there amassing their army. It's good. Oh, I guess we'll get there. Again, the whole Song of Ice and Fire thing has to tie back, and they have to be the ice portion of it. And then I guess, Daenerys and the dragons are the fire portion. So, is that the ultimate conflict of the show? But, come on, let's get some White Walker action. Oh, yeah, we gotta go back. They gotta go to the bridge. Rob and Co have to go to the bridge and talk to Frey and his daughter-in-waiting. Is Rob really going to be able to take Castle Rock? I don't know. And if so, like, maybe. But again, things don't always, like, work out the way that we think they will, or we don't always get them as, like, easily or as simply as we'd like. So, drama. Oh, the whole, like, there's a bunch of, like, weddings that are, like, supposed to be happening, apparently, between, like, a bunch of people that, like, other people decide about, which mostly seems to be Tywin decides that, like, hey, Littlefinger, you're going to marry Lady Arryn, which, okay,
Yes.
Does she not have a say? I mean, I get it. People don't, but, like, it's not like he owns her. Cersei's gonna marry Loras, which... okay. And Tyrion's gonna marry Sansa, which... fucking no way. I don't know if those are going to happen. I don't know if these will actually happen. And if they do, they won't happen in the way we think they will. But if, you know, we've got now like Tyrell versus Lannister situation happening, and they're saying like, oh, they're plotting, whatever. Are they going to catch wind of that? They being Tyrell's catch wind of the Lannisters plotting and then do something to circumvent that plot or like speed along their stuff? It's going to get messy. Like Paul likes to say that Marjorie is like spinning and like doing her webs and shit. It's gonna backfire. It's getting crazy.
I think she's gonna Marjorie. I think she knows what she's doing.
And that's what you know what you're doing, and you're fine and dandy until you have to encounter somebody who like knows what they're doing more, if that makes sense. You know, I don't know, and I'm afraid that like she's, I don't know. It seems like you mess with the Lannisters, you die. It seems so.
Yeah.
Will the Stark family ever be reunited? In some capacity, they have to, right? I mean, yeah, seasons from now, sure. But at all, like, I don't think that we'll ever see all of, like, these current Starks right now in a room together again. I don't ever think that will happen. Which sucks, obviously. But half of them don't even know the others are alive, and...
Yeah.
But we'll see. I wonder who will be, like, the first ones to reunite. Probably, like, Arya and Robb, maybe? That's gonna be my guess. Are the Lannisters gonna find out about Jaime's charm bracelet? The most pressing question.
Charm bracelet?
Yeah, his hand.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? What did I miss?
Something else to consider, that there's warlocks still lurking around. We know that. That little child warlock person thing. Are we gonna see Red Lady do any more spells? We know she said she's scheming and doing stuff. Are we actually going to see it? Is Davos going to get out? Is he going to fucking kill her? Because someone has to.
She's not to be trusted.
Fuck no. We haven't seen Bronn in a while, or his knife. But we also haven't seen Lancel in a while since he got... since Cersei, like, shoved him when they were in the safety during the battle. The safety. You know what I mean. Where what's gonna happen with Sam and Gilly? Where are they gonna end up? And are we gonna have like Sam Jr.? Like, how are we gonna take care of Sam Jr.? I'm just gonna call the baby Sam Jr. I'm saying Sam Jr. a lot. I don't know. That dude said he's gonna kill him. I mean, that's not gonna happen. It better not happen. Sam deserves better than that. Are we gonna find out more like about what's going on with Talissa? Because I don't really fully trust her. There was someone else I said I didn't fully trust, and then I decided, it was Egret, and then I decided, well, at the point where we're at now, like, what could her double cross be? You know, if she's lying or whatever, like, what could it possibly be? So, whatever. It is what it is, I guess. But with Talissa, I don't know. She's still too mysterious for me, and I don't trust her. So, we'll see how that goes. And then I wrote down the very last thing. I wrote, random question. Is the mask lady coming back? Remember? The mask lady from Karth? That was all, like, telling Jorah shit? Well, I guess telling everybody shit. Is she coming back? Have we met her? Do we know who she is? It just not in the mask yet? Has that happened?
Maybe.
Do you know? I don't know. But that's all the notes that I have, and I'm sure we forgot characters to, like, mention and, like, see where they're going to end up or what's going to happen with them. Again, we can't really make predictions. I don't really even want to, because I'm sure I'll be wrong, and it's just so enjoyable going along, you know, the ride of the show, so. Alright, well, I guess with all that, you know, we should probably dive on in. This is episode 6 of season 3 of Game of Thrones, and it is called The Climb. I imagine that has to do with climbing the wall, but it also has to do with other things too, like the climb, like maybe the climb to the top. So Marjorie's gonna speed along her nuptials to Joffrey so she can be in charge and do more things. It could have to do with Bran climbing. It could have to do with fucking anything, and that's the genius of it, I guess. So let's see. Oh, yeah, because the last episode, Kissed by Fire, obviously had to do with, like, Egret and Jon, but also had to do with, you know, the Hound having his little battle with flames again, but also with Shireen having been kissed by fire before. There was something else I had thought about, and I'm sorry for all the noise, but the dog is being very challenging. Again, he doesn't like when we watch Game of Thrones for some reason. I think he's scared. he doesn't want his favorite characters to be injured, so
It's okay, buddy. Go lay down. We'll take a
so
nap.
he acts up. But anyway, we are going to, I guess, let's just dive on in. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to find out what's going to happen. But again, yes, the episode could be about anything. Every time we open this, I feel there's a new show being pitched to us. It's HBO Max for you.
The Raven brings to sight
Seeing things that haven't happened yet.
things that happened long before you were born, or things that are happening right now, thousands of miles away.
Do you get to pick? Do you get to pick? Do you see things now or from the past?
Probably once it's fine tuned.
I will not.
But you will.
Yes, you will.
Your sister's waiting for you there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does she even know he's there?
The man whose daughter I was supposed to marry. Alder Frey.
It's not like there's public record. Like, he doesn't have to tell them that he's married.
Right.
Got too much wood in there.
But the more wood, the...
Oh, Sam.
Sam, come on.
Someone built your fires for you growing up.
It doesn't get so cold down in the Reach. And they were servants, of course.
I knew you were highborn.
Did we know he was from the Reach?
Thousands of years old, I think.
What does it do?
I'm not sure that it does anything. It's beautiful, though, isn't it?
It's a knife. Unless it does something in the dome one. It could be magic with obsidian, right?
How much
Yeah.
longer?
Not so far. A few more days.
Is the wall as big as they say?
Oh, bigger. You can't even see the top sometimes.
Are they gonna get to the wall at a bad time?
Sometimes. One of the brothers will sing. Darian sings best.
Do you sing?
No. No. Not very well.
Oh boy.
Sing me a song.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, okay.
right. Let's see. The father's face is stern and strong. He sits and judges right from wrong. The mother gives the gift of life and watches over every wife.
Oh, well, that was sweet.
That's not how you skin a rabbit.
I know how to skin a rabbit.
Not by the looks of it.
Sounds like a friendly competition.
You grow up north of the wall. You'll learn the proper way to handle game.
I didn't see any game before I got here.
If I had a bow, I could have shot a dozen rabbits.
Well, I made this bow myself. Guess you don't learn how to do that north of the wall.
You learn how to use your fists, though.
You're both very good at skinning rabbits.
Some of us are just a little better.
Well, some of us would say thank you when someone else hunts down their breakfast for them.
You've got a big mouth, girl. And too many teeth.
Stop it! You've been fighting since you met. Just stop it.
Me? It's my fault. First time I met her, she put a knife to my throat.
First time I met you, you held a knife at me.
Ha!
I want you both to make peace. Your way of skinning rabbits is quicker than mine.
I said so, didn't I?
Osha!
You're a good little hunter.
Thank you. See? Not so hard, is it? Thank you.
Don't push me.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong with him?
The visions take their toll. He's having one now.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's
I saw Jon Snow.
You saw him? At Castle Black?
He was on the wrong side of the wall, surrounded by enemies.
Well, I mean, yes, that might be true,
you don't know the.
but you don't know the context?
Have you ever climbed it before?
No. But Tolman's done it 100 times. I've waited my whole life to see the world from up there. Here, sit down.
Brought a pair for you.
I was gonna say, like, wait, they have to climb it? There's
Yeah.
gotta be a better way. But no, that's the point of it.
Exactly.
He wasn't good to me the way you're good to me. Well, he didn't do that thing you do with your tongue.
Yeah, can we not talk about that here?
Can we not talk about that here? Well, I'm Jon Snow. I've killed dead men and Coronathan, but I'm scared of naked girls.
Did I seem scared the other day?
You were trembling like a leaf.
Only in the beginning.
Only in the beginning. Your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
Do you think I'm as dumb as all those girls in silk dresses you knew growing up? You didn't stop being a crow the day you walked into Mance Rayder's tent. Well, I'm your woman now, Jon Snow. You're going to be loyal to your woman. The Night's Watch don't care if you live or die. Mance Rayder don't care if I live or die. We're just soldiers in their armies, and there's plenty more to carry on if we go down. Well, it's you and me that matters to me and you. Don't ever betray me.
I won't.
Because I'll cut your pretty cock right off and wear it round me neck.
Oh, Jesus.
She will.
Sink your metal deep and make sure it holds before taking your next step. And if you fall, don't scream. You don't want that to be the last thing she remembers.
I mean, okay. I mean, I don't know.
Joffrey. Cersei. Gillian Payne.
You're good. You're not as good as you think you are.
Face, tits, balls. I hit him right where I wanted to.
Aye. But you took your sweet time of it. You're holding. Never hold.
What?
Your muscles tense up when you hold. Pull the string back to the centre of your chin and release. Never hold.
But I have to aim.
Never aim.
Never aim.
Your eye knows where it wants the arrow to go. Trust your eye.
There's someone out there.
Oh, is it Red Lady? She's made it?
We come as friends.
Begging your pardon, milady. We'll be the judge of that.
Valar Morghulis.
Valador Hairis.
Thoros gen murotixa. Voctus eglia ot gaimolaxir teptas. Roberti dari zihi ne keptisex iot onio gemagon. Skoriomasitas.
Green conta. Kuptongo sengo so itrasis. My friends here don't speak High Valyrian. Why are you here, my lady?
Forgive my manners. I don't see many ladies these days.
Lucky for the ladies.
I thought they already knew each other, so this is interesting.
How many times has the Lord brought him back?
6.
Conir sagon costus daor. Kessus honoravis it libus daor.
Honoremon deor. Aexio zichon vaurezun japin.
By the time I came to Westeros, I didn't believe in our Lord. Until the mountain drove a lance through this one's heart.
I knelt beside his cold body.
And said the old words. And for the first time in my life, the Lord replied.
Beric's eyes opened. And I knew the truth. Our God is the one true God.
You've been to the other side.
The other side. There is no other side. I have been to the darkness, my lady.
You have someone he needs.
Yep.
Forgive me, lad.
What are you doing? Tell them to stop! He wants to be one of you! He wants to join the Brotherhood! Stop them!
We serve the Lord of Light. And the Lord of Light needs this boy.
Did the Lord of Light tell you that, or did she? You're doing it for gold.
We're doing it for both, girl.
We can't defend the people without weapons and horses and food.
You told me I could be one of you.
You're more than they can ever be. They're just foot soldiers in the Great War. You will make kings rise and fall.
You're a witch. You're going to hurt him.
I see a darkness in you. And in that darkness, eyes staring back at me. Brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes. Eyes you'll shut forever. We will meet again.
Oh. What's that all about? What the fuck? We shall meet again.
What the fuck? Poor Gendry, he was just saying how he's tired of being, like, sold and pushed around, and he's not gonna be that.
He's sold again.
He'll get free. He'll get free
Is she
somehow.
gonna add a crazy witch to the list of people she's gonna smite down?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Somebody's gonna fall.
This.
Somebody's gonna fall down.
And again, there's like those like doorways and those tunnels, and I know that he's not gonna like tell them or show them that like easy like entrance, and maybe they're just unopenable from this side. But this seems really extreme. Yeah.
Oh damn. Yeah, don't look down.
Fuck this.
You're staring at me, ass, Jon Snow.
Oh.
You alright?
Just seeing if you can take a hit, lad.
Yeah.
No, that was an accident.
Sorry. Were you sleeping? What?
Was he the dude blowing the horn
Water.
earlier, like when he had
Some
Winterfell?
water. So let's play a game. Which body part do you need the least? Everything, please. But you've already told me everything. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Stark boys. They're still alive. How about your little finger? You don't use that for much, do you? No? Good. Let's start with that. You've been wondering why you're here, haven't you?
Yeah, why am I here?
Yeah.
Where am I? Who are you?
Who I
Lots of
am,
questions.
Why I'm doing this to you.
I'm curious.
So guess. If you guess right, I'll tell you. By the old gods and the new, I swear it. You win the game if you can figure out who I am and why I'm torturing you, and I win the game if you beg me to cut off your finger.
If I win, you'll let me go.
If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, he didn't say he was gonna let you go.
Yeah, no, he did not.
Where are we?
The north.
Too vague.
Deepwood Mud.
Terrible guess.
What are we?
Blast earth.
Do I look like a fucking umber to you?
Oh.
How did you know that? Did you see any banners flying when we came in?
No. It was just a guess.
And who am I?
Torrent Caster. He was your brother. Your father was Lord Rickard Carstar.
Oh. Well.
You swore to tell me.
You're right.
Lord Rickard Carstark is Robb Stark's bannerman.
I betrayed Rob. That's why you're torturing me.
You win. But you forgot to ask one question. You forgot to ask if I'm a liar. I'm afraid I am.
Oh, what are we doing?
Oh,
everything I told you is a lie. This isn't happening to you for a reason. Well, one reason.
Holy shit!
Oh god, that's fucking. Oh.
I win.
What the fuck?
Dude is fucking crazy.
Our fathers instructed us to tell you that his alliance with the North can continue if his terms are met. Lord Frey requires a formal apology for your violation of your sacred oath to marry one of his daughters.
Of course, he deserves as much. I was in the wrong.
As restitution for this betrayal, he demands Harrenhal and all its attendant lands.
It is his once the war is over, and we have no further strategic need for it.
And there's something else.
Of course
We
there
will
is.
do whatever we can to give Lord Frey what he needs.
Not what. Whom?
What? No.
Our father requires Lord Edmure to wed one of his daughters, Rosalind.
Could I see her first?
You want to count her teeth? We need an answer before we leave, and a wedding not more than a fortnight thereafter, or this alliance is at an end.
Whoa.
Please excuse us while we discuss it.
Oh boy.
People just giving other people away.
Right? That's what happens in this.
No man can compel another man to marry.
The laws of my fist are about to compel your teeth.
It's all right. You heard him. If you refuse, our alliance with the Freys is dead. You said you wanted to make amends for the stone mill.
You recall that heroic engagement?
This guy.
If we don't do this and do it now, we're lost.
I mean, he could marry her, but what stops him from just not marrying her?
What is she wearing?
Yes, most kind of them. You're Stark Bannerman, Lord Bolton. I am acting on Lady Stark's orders to return Jaime Lannister to King's Landing.
When King Robb left Harrenhal, his mother was his prisoner. If she wasn't his mother, he'd have hanged her for treason. Many people would pay a great deal for you.
We both know who would pay the most. I'll make you pay the most.
Perhaps the safest thing to do is to kill you both and burn your bodies.
It would be, if you honestly believed my father would never find out about it.
As soon as you're well enough to travel, I will allow you to go to King's Landing. And you will swear to tell your father the truth. That I had nothing to do with your maiming.
Shall we drink on it?
I don't partake.
Oh.
Very well. My lady, may our journey continue without further incident.
Oh, she won't be going with you.
Afraid I must insist.
You're in no place to insist on anything.
Your daughter
is rich, the most beautiful woman in all 7 kingdoms, and the mother of the king.
old.
Old?
Old. I'm something of an expert on the subject. Her change will be upon her before long. You men may have a stomach for bloodshed and slaughter, but this is another matter entirely.
Well, the years punish us as well, I promise you that. My stomach remains quite strong, however. The only thing that might turn it are details of your grandson's nocturnal activities. Do you deny them?
Oh, not at all. A sword swallower through and through.
Well, a boy with his affliction
Wow.
should be grateful for the opportunity to marry the most beautiful woman in the kingdoms and remove the stain from his name.
Did you grow up with boy cousins, Lord Tywin?
Of course.
And you never...
No. Perhaps Highgarden has a high tolerance for unnatural behavior.
I wouldn't say that. True, we don't tie ourselves in knots over a discreet bit of buggery, but...
I love her.
Brothers and sisters.
Oh.
Where I come from, that stain would be very difficult to wash out.
I will not breathe further life into a malicious lie by discussing it. Now, if the rumors about my children were true, then Joffrey is no king at all, and House Tyrell is throwing its prize flower into the dirt.
And if Cersei is too old to give Laura's children, we're throwing another prize flower into the dirt. It is a chance we simply cannot take.
If you refuse to marry Loras to Cersei, I will name him to the King's Guard. I'm sure you're familiar with the King's Guard's vows. He will never marry. He will never have children. The Tyrell name will fade.
You would have your grandson protected by someone who disgusts you.
I would have my grandson protected by a skilled warrior who takes his vows seriously. So, shall I draw up the order?
It's a rare enough thing. A man who lives up to his reputation.
A lot of scheming, conniving, and decisions upon...
You're gonna do what I want, or I'm just gonna do terrible, horrible, vindictive things to other people.
I mean, ultimately, what are they doing? They're just like, well, you're gonna... My son's gonna, or grandson's gonna marry this person, and it's like... all these arranged marriages is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's not good.
That's not good. Oh. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Boy.
We gotta call them loose!
What? Just like that.
Wow. Just like that. Got you.
I mean, these very, you know, like makeshift. Yeah, we lived, bitch. Now what? But now what?
She is just...
That's a wonderful pin.
It's
unstoppable.
It's more a brooch, really. Well, I suppose a brooch is a sort of pin, so...
Awkward conversation.
I've dreamed of a large wedding since I was quite young. The guests, the food, the tournaments. And the bride, of course.
The bride, obviously.
Yeah, no, he don't
yes,
care.
Have you ever been to Highgarden, my lady?
No, I'd never left Winterfell before I came to King's Landing. But it sounds wonderful. I can't wait to see it. And to leave this place.
It's terrible, isn't it? The most terrible place there is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you guys didn't even know the half of it.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Don't suppose there's anything we can do about this?
You'd have them both killed.
That's your answer to everything.
We're all being shipped off to hell together.
On a boat you built?
Yeah.
Tyrells were plotting to undermine our family. I did what I did to protect our family.
I'm your family. Whether or not you or father or anyone else wants to admit it.
I do admit it. If it weren't for your trick with the wildfire, Stannis would have sacked the city before father got here.
Trying to have me killed is an odd way of saying thank you. There are two people in King's Landing who can give an order to a King's Guard. Did you, or did you not, order Sir Mandon to kill me during the Battle of the Blackwater?
She did. Mm-hmm. Yep.
He hates me because I'm the only one who tells him what he really is. So, fair enough. He wants me dead. But his stupidity?
What?
He could have had me poisoned and no one would have known.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell me if my life is still in danger.
Probably. But not from Joffrey. He won't do anything now Father's here.
7 kingdoms united in fear of Tywin Lannister. You may escape at least. Once Jaime gets back, Sir Loras may come down with a terrible case of sword through bowels. Jaime or not, I'm truly fucked.
Who's going to tell her?
Anyway, from what I can tell, the dressmakers in Highgarden will be far superior to the ones in King's Landing. Loras likes green and gold brocade.
I'm sure he
This
does.
poor girl.
Right, she's getting tossed around.
And she's just so naive.
Lady Sansa, Lord Tyrion to see you. Should I?
I beg your pardon, my lady.
Good afternoon, Lord Tyrion. I was just trying on a gown for King Joffrey's wedding.
Yes, that should be quite.
Oh boy, here we go.
I need to speak with you, Lady Sansa.
Oh boy.
Of course.
Alone, if I may.
Why do you need to speak to her alone?
Shay. Please excuse her, Lord Tyrion. She's not from here. But I trust her, even though she tells me not to.
Sometimes. We think we want to hear something. And it's only afterwards, when it's too late, that we realize we wished we'd heard it under entirely different circumstances.
It's all right, really.
How to begin?
Oh boy.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Understatement.
There aren't 1,000 blades. There aren't even 200. I've counted. I'm sure you have. It is flattering, really. You feeling such dread at the prospect of me getting what I want.
Thwarting you has never been my primary ambition, I promise you.
But your confidant, the one who fed you information about my plans, the one you swore to protect, she was a bad investment on my part. Luckily, I have a friend who wants to try something new, something daring. And he was so grateful to me for providing this fresh experience.
What the fuck did he do?
I did what I did for the good of the realm. Do you know what the realm is? A story we agree to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie. But what do we have left once we abandon the lie? Chaos. A gaping pit waiting to swallow us all. Chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder. Many who try to climb it fail, and never get to try again. The fall breaks them.
I knew it.
That is extremely infuriating.
That I knew
That's
it. I
disgusting.
fucking knew it.
They're given a chance to climb.
Fucked up.
They refuse.
I hate these fucking people.
They cling to the realm. Or the gods. Or love. Illusions. Only the ladder is real. The climb is all there is.
Well, you made it to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Craziness in both directions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad for them.
Quite a view.
But I mean, that was only part of what they needed to do, right? Like they still gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome. That was a fucking awesome episode.
Yeah.
I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't like, obviously, that somebody had to die.
No, and I'm just like really pissed off about that. Like I'm just, again, it's just so fucking disgusting because like Joffrey really enjoyed that, and it like
Joffrey's
that
disgusting.
Again, it makes me like extremely pissed off. Like it's, like it's disgusting. Like I feel sick. Like that's how. It's a good thing that was at the end of the episode because I'm not going to be able to enjoy anything for a little while now because I'm genuinely like disturbed by that.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
It's just so fucked up, and it's just, again, so unjust. And it's like, at this point, it doesn't even matter. Like, fucking tortured Joffrey to death, tortured Littlefinger to death. It just doesn't even matter. Like, just, I don't even know. I don't even know. Other than that, you know, things are great. I appreciate the humor, and again, the situations that we're in, and what they said. It's just like a bunch of fucking chaos and spiraling, gaping maw that we need to push a lot of them in.
Yeah. Joffrey first. Please.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Oh, god damn it. Alright. Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone. We do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Again, stay on the journey with us and continue to watch us laugh and then get extremely pissed off. Have a good night. Bye.